Okay, let's look at the last part of 2.4. Subtopic 2.4 is on the environmental factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. Three of those environmental factors are the first one, carbon dioxide concentration, light intensity, as well as temperature. So the first one, carbon dioxide concentration. Okay, so this is the graph of the rate of photosynthesis in the y-axis against the carbon dioxide concentration in percentage at the x-axis. So from the graph here, it seems that the increase in the carbon dioxide concentration also increases the rate of photosynthesis. So they are directly proportional as long as there are no other limiting factors. So I wonder if you still remember the meaning of limiting factors ataupun faktor pengehat. Okay, it's actually a factor that controls a biochemistry process. So in this case, biochemistry process di sini adalah photosynthesis lah. So it changes according to other variables. Okay, because we know there are other factors that affect the rate of photosynthesis. So perlu mengambil kira faktor-faktor lain adalah tetap, okay, constant. Other factors are constant. Otherwise, it's going to affect the rate of those biochemistry process. So dekat sini, at P, okay, take note that the photosynthesis rate is constant from P onwards. Okay, daripada P onwards, it doesn't increase anymore even though you increase the concentration of carbon dioxide. Kenapa? Okay, sebab other limiting factor, for example here light intensity sudah menjadi faktor pengehat. Okay, dia sudah mengehatkan the increase of the rate of photosynthesis. Kecuali lah kalau kamu tambah keamatan cahaya. For example, this line graph. Dia lebih tinggi berbanding yang ni kan. Sebab dia punya light intensity sudah meningkat. Okay, meningkat. So, you notice that 30 degrees Celsius, di sini pun 30 degrees Celsius. Maksudnya faktor suhu dekat sini adalah constant. Okay, it's the light intensity yang membezakan tinggi atau rendah kadar fotosintesis itu. Okay, the second factor, light intensity. Okay, sama juga. The rate of photosynthesis, paksi Y against light intensity, paksi X. So the increase of light intensity increases the rate of photosynthesis. So kita tahu light is needed in the light dependent reaction. Dia diperlukan. Okay, so pada masa ini, if the concentration of carbon dioxide dan temperature adalah constant, okay, kalau kita tingkatkan light intensity, dia pun akan meningkat sehinggalah it reaches a maximum point. Okay, at noon lah, maksudnya pada tengah hari di mana keamatan cahaya tu paling tinggi. Okay, dia sudah sampai maximum point lah. Point P iaitu kita cakap keamatan cahaya tu sudah paling tinggi ataupun paling tepu, saturated. So in this case, kamu bezakan graf 2 dan graf 1 bentuknya sama. Okay, graf 2 ni lebih tinggi dia punya kadar. Okay, what's the difference? Is that in this case, carbon dioxide punya kepekatan pula menjadi faktor penentu, faktor pengehat, limiting factor. Okay, dia punya suhu tu memang tetap dalam kes ini, 30 degree Celsius. Sebab suhu ni kalau dinaikkan tu lain ceritanya. Lain cerita. Kenapa? Sebab later on we are going to talk about those in temperature melebihi 30 degree Celsius, dia akan denature itu enzyme. So ceritanya fotosintesis akan berhenti. Okay, this one is the setup apparatus on the light-dependent reaction. Ini sumber cahaya, ini tumbuhan hydrilla, aquatic plants. Terlangkupkan begini, di dalam ini ada carbon dioxide concentration yang sudah tetap. Okay, jadi you have to make sure that the other factors are constant, because now at this moment you are studying this factor light intensity, bagaimana dia mempengaruhi kadar fotosintesis. Okay, so yang ini cikgu sudah jelaskan. Okay, temperature. So kita tahu enzymes ini adalah protein. Dia ni sangat sensitif. Sangat sensitif. Dia punya molecular structure itu it must have a suitable ataupun optimum surrounding temperature. Otherwise, it's going to affect the enzyme activity. Sama ada dia boleh berfungsi dengan baik ataupun dia tidak berfungsi ataupun dengan kadar yang rendah. It all depends on whether it has been given optimum temperature. Okay, yang paling sesuai generally, actually different plant species, they will have different optimum temperature lah. Okay, tapi in general, it is in between this range 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. You see, this is the peak paling optimum untuk dia bertindak. Okay, at this point, the rate of photosynthesis is low. Masih lagi tidak aktif. Tapi kalau terlampau tinggi, you see this graph drop down drastically. Meaning what? Meaning photosynthesis punya proses stopped. Okay, kalau suhunya terlampau tinggi, very high temperature, is going to denature the enzymes. Denature ni maksudnya dia sudah kacau ataupun menghancurkan struktur protein pada enzim ini. Therefore, it cannot function lagi as a catalyst. Okay, this is another compulsory experiment, the fifth one. Okay, on the effects of these environmental factors on the rate of photosynthesis. Okay, so please go to these pages in your textbook. Okay, now let's look at different light intensity and light colors on the rate of photosynthesis, the effect. Okay, so any graph, light absorption. Okay, setakat berapa dia dapat absorb. Okay, against the wavelength. Okay, so meaning the rate of photosynthesis in plants is different throughout the day. Because selain daripada light intensity factor, it is also affected by the color of light. Color of light. So there's a question over here says, what's the best light color to maximize the rate of photosynthesis? So the light spectrum consists of 7 colors. Okay, daripada violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. This is the color of the rainbow. This is the light spectrum. Cahaya putih ini ada light 7 color. So each color has different wavelength. Panjang gelombang cahaya itu berbeza. Okay, so the rate of photosynthesis from the graph here, it's highest at the blue and the right, the red light, blue and red light, highest rate of photosynthesis. Why? Because during red light is the one absorbed by the chlorophyll. Blue light absorbed by the carotenoid pigments. Ini pun photosynthetic pigment ini. Okay, before it is being transferred to the chlorophyll lah. Maksudnya ini directly by the chlorophyll. This one is by the carotenoid. Then later on also being transferred to the chlorophyll. Dia punya light ini akan sampai juga kepada chlorophyll. So these two lights, yang ini, the blue and the red, they have enough amount of energy to excite the electrons. Okay, ini cerita kita in the previous videos about the electrons being excited upon receiving light energy. Okay, where in the first stage of photosynthesis, light-dependent reaction. Okay. Bio exploration for you to ponder on. Okay, we stopped here.